Good morning, everyone. This is Rory Brewer, and welcome to the maiden voyage of the Country Boy Cats fan. I want to welcome each and every one of you in. This is, like I said, the maiden voyage, so who knows what's going to go on this first show, but we're going to have some fun doing it, I can promise you that. On this show, we're going to talk a lot of Kentucky sports: basketball, football, baseball, different things like that. Volleyball, whatever Kentucky is in at the time. Um, we're going to talk a lot about hunting, fishing, just off the wall stuff. Just all kinds of different things. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy it. The reason I'm doing this is very simple. My wife told me I'm sick and tired of you coming in and complaining or talking. I don't want to hear it. Go tell somebody else. Go put it on YouTube, whatever. So here I am. So let's dive right in here. Kentucky basketball. Last 24 hours been pretty difficult. We lost Chris Livingston to the draft, which we kind of knew that was coming. Oscar Tshiebwe has decided to say in the draft that was probably a 50-50, but we kind of knew that was coming, getting to be his age. And Antonio Reeves is coming back to college, but he may not be coming back to Kentucky. Well, if he doesn't come back to Kentucky, that's problematic. And the reason being, people say NIL, people say, well, Cal didn't use him, he's not playing the right style of ball, and all that's probably part of it, and I don't disagree with these people. But my thought is very plain and simple. These players do not want to be screamed at for an entire year. Cal sits on that sideline, and I'm not a big Cal fan, I'll just tell you. But I don't care as long as he wins. But we're not winning. So my thought is very simple. They do not want to be yelled at constantly, screamed at constantly, cussed at constantly. And anybody that pays attention to Cal knows what I'm saying is accurate. So if Antonio Reeves ends up at Memphis or Kansas or North Dakota State, wherever it may be, they'll say, NIL, and we don't guarantee money. We're Kentucky, you'll make more money here. And all that's well and good. But my belief is very simple. It's because they don't want to be screamed at. So I believe that you gotta have some fun when you're playing ball. And there's no reason that a man making $10 million a year can't have some fun. He doesn't ever smile anymore. Now, Antonio Reeves may come back, and that's fine and good. But at this point in time, that still only makes 8 players on scholarship if Reeves comes back. Well, you need more than 8 players. Okay, you got to be able to practice. What we're going to do, 4-on-4, the shell drill there and practice a lot. So there's a lot of issues going on in Lexington right now, and that's just my personal opinion. And that and 50 cents will buy you, a pack of juicy fruit anymore with inflation the way it is. I also want to talk about a little bit about baseball. It's been in the news that Kentucky baseball, that Lexington has let down the regional teams. Indiana, West Virginia, Ball State. I hope they beat the crap out of both Indiana and West Virginia. Not Kentucky though. We're going to win that region, get on into the Super Region and the World Series. So they're complaining because Lexington has a ton of stuff going on right now, and there's no hotel rooms. So the university said, all right, we're going to put all the teams up in our dorms. Well, I don't know if y'all have been in any of these dorms here lately, but it's not the dorms that I went to. It's not cinder block walls and 2 beds with 2 foot between them and a bathroom down the hall that everybody's using. I mean, these places have their own bedrooms. The room has 1 bathroom, so you're sharing it with 1 person, just like you would be in a hotel. They have Tempur-Pedic mattresses. I don't know about y'all, but you ain't get a Tempur-Pedic mattress at the Hampton Inn. So instead of all this complaining and griping, and I'm not even sure if the university is charging these teams to stay there. So you're saving money. They have a host to make sure everything is good in the dorms. You don't have that at a hotel. So my opinion is this, dry it up, get your butt to Lexington, and if you're good enough to win that region, you will. I don't think you are, because the University of Kentucky is going to win it. Nick Miggione is going to take us on to the next round, and maybe we'll get on a little roll here with baseball. With that being said, talking about the kids and stuff like that, baseball and basketball, and you know, and they are kids. They're 18, 19, 20-year-old. They're still kids. They're still in college. They're not married. They don't have a family. So they are kids. But talking about the kids, I've got two of my own. I am 45 years old. My kids will be 8 and 5 this year. Now I know some of y'all are probably like, what's this moron thinking? Well, I was lucky enough to meet my wife when we got married right before I turned 37 years old. So it was a long travel for me to get to her. But my kids, they've really gotten into fishing. They're really into hunting. It's 2023. They've both got iPads, and they've got into watching trout lining on their iPads, you know, catfishing. So we live here in Marshall County. We're right here beside Kentucky Lake. I grew up on that lake. I fished with my granddad, trout line with my granddad. Did the same with my stepdad, Rusty. This family grew up on that lake in the woods. So these two boys have taken to it, and I love it. I'll just be honest with you, I love it. So Jack Michael, the oldest one, said he wanted to go trout lining. And of course, anything Jack wants to do, John wants to do it as well. So last week we set out a little 25 hook trout line there in Kentucky Lake, and when we went to run it, well, I got to tell you, we had a lot of fun. We ended up having 6 fish on a trout line. One of them got off. So we had 5 channel cats, is what we call it, fiddlers, and one of them weighed over 6 pounds. We had 2 or 3 that was somewhere between 3 and 5 pounds, and one smaller cat, but these boys had a ball. My oldest Jack said, can we film this, you know, put it on Facebook or whatever? He's got into where he likes it. I said, well, you film it, and then we'll use it in something somewhere. And so we're going to use it in this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put these 2 videos together because I am not technologically savvy at all. You can ask my best friend Judd Myers. He makes fun of me all the time because about as good as I can do is turn this iPhone on. But them boys had a ball, and I tell you right now, so did old Dad and Paul, and we had a ball doing this. So I'm gonna put that video up. There is one bad word in it. It starts with a D, so you can figure that out. But I hope y'all enjoy this. There's something to do with subscribing. I'm going to try to do this weekly. So if y'all would, please subscribe. I'm not exactly sure what all that means, but I'm going to learn and get better as I go here. So hope everyone has a good day, and look forward to seeing you soon.